All right, guys. How are we all doing? Welcome to Let's Write a Song Together. I believe this is episode 53. Really don't know at this point. I keep forgetting every week to change it. So, I think I've doubled up on them. And I'm just excited. Last week was the first week back in a little bit of time. And now we're back writing again every week. And I'm pretty excited about it. And last week we started this super sassy fire song. I'm describing the song as fire, but yeah, it's about um, a man cheating and um, seeking revenge on him. So it's really fun, sassy country song, and I'm excited to get this going and get started on it again. Um, Let me know in the comments if you were in the stream last week, um, because that's always helpful. And if you weren't in the stream last week, no problem. I am going to replay the song that we wrote so far. So, for those of you who are new here, we're writing a song together live on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook, wherever you're watching it from. We're writing a song together live. So you could leave your feedback down below and let me know what you're thinking about it. Um, you could toss a lyric down there if you are a musician and you're like, hey, you know what? I think that chord would be really cool. You should do that too. Frankie says, same song, Carolyn. Yes, it's going to be the same song from last week that we were working on. We did not finish it. I think we got a first verse and a chorus. We didn't do a second verse. We need a bridge. And we can also go back and edit what we were doing because I think there's some things that could um, be tweaked. Insane Love is a perfect title. Yes, I love that title. Um, Tim, hi. Carolyn, how are you? I'm just looking at some of the comments here. Um, would you mind if I was in your live? I'm a songwriter. I don't know about today, but maybe we could DM and talk about it and see. It was always something I wanted to start, but these are like my first lives back. So maybe if I start another weekly live stream, I could do like a more collaborative one, which would be cool. And yeah, I think I got to them unless I scrolled. Um, all right. Hi, our star. Oh, you're so sweet. Hi, Tom. Okay. All right, so let's get into this. Of course, I have my wine. If you guys want to go grab some tea, coffee, wine, drink, whatever, for this hour, I always like to have something with me um, before we get going. So yeah, let's just hop on into this. Here we go. I just poured his $50 whiskey down the drain. I just called his mama and said he ain't man enough for me. It's funny how a guy with no humor is hilarious to me. They say betrayal, she's a bitch, but so am I. How are you feeling now, honey? How are you feeling now? Let's kiss, talk, drag his name. He thought I was insane. I'll show him insane. I'll kiss his friends and play his games. He thought I was insane. Who's insane? They say betrayal, she's a bitch, but so am I. They say betrayal, she's a bitch, but so am I. That's where we got to last week. I'll play it again. High Cushion Lucid Dreams. Ooh, what a username. Hey H3 Stir. upcoming hit. Thanks, Adam. Sneak Z, everybody. Yeah, so I'm not sure I'm loving Betrayal is a Bitch, but so am I, like that lyric, or I just don't know if that section goes. Like, I was really vibing with it last week, which is so funny, but this week I'm like, I don't know. What's the name? What's the song title? No idea yet. Still writing it, so if you have a good idea for a song title, go for it. We still need a second verse. So I'm going to play it again so everyone gets another chance to listen to it. I also have my water. I just poured his $50 whiskey down the drain. I just told his mama he ain't man enough for me. It's funny how a guy with no humor is hilarious to me. They say Betrayal, she's a bitch, but so am I. How are you feeling now, honey? How are you feeling now? Let's kiss, not drag his name. He thought I was insane. I'll show him insane. I'll kiss his friends and play his games. Like I was insane. Now look who's insane. They say Betrayal, she's a bitch, but so am I. What do we think? Title coming soon. We Witnessing Greatness. Thanks, Adam. Insane Love. So we have a vote for Insane Love. Hi, Becky. It's great to see you too. Oh my goodness. Becky is an OG. She's Triple H. Oh my goodness. What is my life? Wow. I have all the OGs in the building. We got Becky. We got Triple H. H. That's a punny username. All the OGs. Frankie is in the house. What's up, everybody? Hey, this makes me so happy. So what are we feeling? Can we vote on this line? Can we vote on that, like, Betrayal, she's a bitch, but so am I? Like, are we keeping her or are we ditching her? Like, do we like this line? Betrayal, she's a bitch, but so am I. That's the whole line. I'd say it a couple times in the song because I was really feeling it last week, and now I'm like, I don't know if I'm feeling it. We're all here for you, just hopped on, ready to write this song with you. Has that country song. I didn't hear it yet. Okay, I'm gonna play it again. We still need a second verse. We need to figure out whether we liked everything we did last week. I'm like vibing with a lot of it. Because like sometimes you like sit and you go back to it and you're just like, what were we thinking? But this one I'm like, okay, we were on a vibe. It's about a guy, a man cheating on you, and then you're seeking revenge on him. So we're keying his car, we're burning his house down. We don't say that in the song, but we could burn his house down in the song. It's really up to us where we want the trajectory to go. It's always fun. A little revenge is fun, you know? Not too much. Anyway. I just poured his $50 whiskey down the drain. I just told his mama, ain't man enough for me. It's funny how a guy with no humor is hilarious to me. They say Betrayal, she's a bitch, but so am I. How are you feeling now, honey? How are you feeling now? Let's key his car, drag his name. He thought I was insane. I'll show him insane. I'll kiss his friends and play his games. He said I was insane. Look who's insane. They say Betrayal, she's a bitch, but so am I. They say Betrayal, she's a bitch, but so am I. All right. That's what we had from last week. So, let's see what you guys are thinking. Triple H says, "Oh no." Don't worry, it's not based on a true story. What about a title like Dreamer Girl or something more romantic? Maybe for the next one. I feel like this one um isn't a romantic song. um so so the first verse so far is welcome back, welcome back. Hi Ahmed. So we have I just poured his $50 whiskey down the drain. I just called his mama, which is the word I've kept forgetting, called. I just told his mama is what I kept saying. I just called his mama. Okay. I could have been told though. I just poured his $50 whiskey down the drain. I just called his mama and said he ain't man enough for me. It's funny how a guy with no humor is hilarious to me. And then we have they say betrayal, she's a bitch, but so am I. Do we like the line? Do we not? Do we think it fits or not? Nice outfit, thank you. Maybe electric guitar. We need some of that for sure. Then we have how are you feeling now, honey? How are you feeling now? Let's key his car, drag his name. Hey, he called me insane. Let's show him insane. Let's kiss his friends and play his games. He thought I was insane. Now look who's insane. And then we go back into they say betrayal, she's a bitch, but so am I. So we need a second verse. We have no bitch. No B. So we're voting. So do we have Triple H with the no? We don't like that line. I really need some like insight. Do we like that line or not? Like I'm like really feeling like I was feeling it last week, and then during the week when I was like replaying it back, I was like, I don't know. Yeah. No, this song is not about peace at all. It's like about the opposite of peace. It's talking about men, right? Yeah, I used to have a boyfriend, but he cheated on me. Yeah, that is what we're talking about. Boys cheating. And then we're also talking about seeking revenge on them. So, but yeah, so we have people that are not into that line. Okay, cool. So if we're just gonna delete her. Boom, she's out. So I feel like we need one more line though for that verse to make it feel complete. Boys are liars. Not all boys are liars, but some are. Some girls are also liars. But yeah, so we have I just poured his $50 whiskey down the drain. I just called his mama and said he ain't man enough for me. It's funny how a guy with no humor is hilarious to me. So I don't do we like that tune? I just poured his $50 whiskey down the drain. I just called his mama and said he ain't man enough for me. It's funny how a guy with no humor is hilarious to me. Now, we can use the same tune. Do we like the tune of that line that we had? Like, da 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 da, da 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 da. We can use the same tune, just different lyric there. Triple H. Aggressive Carolyn mode engage. Beep, beep, boop, boop, beep. Swear makes the song interesting. All right, so we got some people that are like, let's swear. Other people that are like, let's not swear. I listen to songs with swears in it. It doesn't matter to me as long as it like fits the song and it feels right and it makes sense. Like you just don't want to put it in there for no reason. Like if you're swearing, like you're really trying to convey a message, right? I just want to make sure it works. So I just poured his $50 whiskey down the drain. I just called his mama and said he ain't man enough for me. It's funny how a guy with no humor is hilarious to me. So we said two things that we're doing, right? Two revenge things, and now we kind of poked fun at him here. It's funny how a guy with no humor is hilarious to me. Then we need da 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 da. Okay, so I wrote down some other lyrics here. I'll just like throw them out there. When I'm done, you'll know why storms are named after people. I pray everything you do comes back to you. I feel like that's a little sassy too, because you're saying it's sassy. Um, mm, I don't need a smoking gun to know you're not the one. So those were just some I had written down. But maybe let's try. Where's that one? I like that. I pray everything you do comes back to you. Just feels. I don't know. But this is definitely not what I need. Carol, where were you thinking that line should go after? Just it's funny how a guy with no humor is hilarious to me. But this is definitely not what I need. Where were you thinking? What about this? Maybe F boys and they look and I don't know. I try. What about ABCDFU? You've ever heard that song? Yeah, I've heard that song. That's a cute song. I like your idea. Your ideas do not suck, Natalie. I love your ideas, and I love that you're an OG too, and you're here. Makes me so happy. I just poured his $50 whiskey down the drain. I just called his mama, said he ain't man enough for me. Funny how a guy with no humor is hilarious to me. I pray everything you do comes back to you. Do we like that? Or I pray everything you did comes back to you. Do or did? Are we doing or didding? Let's try it. I just poured his $50 whiskey down the drain. I just called his mama and said he ain't man enough for me. It's funny how a guy with no humor is hilarious to me. I pray everything you do comes back to you. Don't be calling my mama. It's your voice. Always. That's fucking hilarious. I just bought his $50. Excuse me. My hand just decided to do a totally different strumming pattern. I just bought his $50 whiskey down the drain. I just called his mama, said he ain't man enough for me. It's funny how a guy with no humor is hilarious to me. I pray everything you do. I pray everything you do. I pray everything you do comes back to you. I think the enunciation has to just be a little bit different. I pray everything you do. I pray everything you do comes back to you. Let's try that again. I pray everything you do comes back to you. Okay, let's try this again. I just poured his $50 whiskey down the drain. I just called his mama and said he ain't man enough for me. It's funny how a guy with no humor is hilarious to me. I pray everything you do comes back to you. The chords were wrong there. I pray everything you do comes back to you. I pray everything you do comes back to you. Do we like that line instead of the other one? Yay, nay? Someone let me know. I loved you on The Voice. I voted for you. I was never on The Voice, but thank you. I appreciate it though. I really do. I swear one day it will bite you or come back to you, whichever sounds best. Ooh, I like that. Um, I swear one day it will bite you in the bite you. Everything you do comes back to you. I swear one day. I swear one day all this. I said, I pray one. I swear one day all this shit will come back to bite you. Will bite you too. Or I swear one day. It's funny how a guy with no humor is hilarious to me. I swear one day. I kind of like I swear one day because it's kind of like a little edgier than I pray, but I like praying too. Um, is Ariana Grande nice? I wouldn't know. I've never met her. Um, I pray everything you do comes back to you. I swear one day. How about I swear one day the truth will bite you? I swear one day the truth will come and bite you will. Like I swear one day the truth will bite you too. Will bite you too? So I swear one day it will come back to you if it's so I swear one day it will come back to you. Cause I swear one cause I swear one it day it will come back to you. That works. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Cause I swear one day it will come back to you. Would that haunt you? Or are we just like thinking too much about this line? Cause I swear one day it will come back to you. Cause swear one day it will. No, like come back, haunt you. Cause I swear one day it will haunt you too. I guess could haunt you too, because it's haunting, obviously, person singing the song or whatever. Um, because he's cheating, right? So it's haunting the person that he cheated on. But one day it's gonna come and haunt him too. What do we think? Do we want haunt or do we want come back? Let's try it. Let's try it first with not haunt. Come back. I just poured his $50 whiskey down the drain. I just called his mama and said he was planning up a man. It's funny how a guy with no humor is hilarious to me. Cause I swear one day we'll come back to you. I would really like the word bootay worked into the song. Let's make it happen. I'll try for you, Triple H. Aw, thank you guys. You're the best. Or, cause I swear one day it will come haunt you too. Cause I swear one day it will haunt you. Do we like haunt? Which one do we like? Me too, me too? What are we me tooing about? Cause I swear one day. Cause I swear one. Cause I swear one day. Cause I swear one day it will come by you too. Which one do we like? I don't know. Come to Dallas for a show and I'll come play guitar for you. Z Ben Ali on YouTube. That would be sick. I would love to play in Texas. I agree with you, Triple H. Butte. All right. Booty somewhere in there. All right, let's see if I can make that happen for you. Booty too. I'm gonna make it happen for you right now. I just bought his $50 whiskey down the drain. I just told his mama he ain't man enough for me. It's funny how a guy with no booty is hilarious to me. There you go. I made it happen for you. I've worked it in there. More regret feeling. I'm happy to see you and to see you singing. Thanks, Yuri. OG's in the house. Come back to you sounds better than haunt you too. Okay. Thank you. I can barely read right now, but thank you. So comes back to you. 'Cause I swear one day it will come back to you. Now, do we like, 'cause I swear one day it will come back to you, or I pray everything you do comes back to you? But I like these other ones too. Okay. All right. Let's do the whole thing into the chorus. We're going to cut out that other line. And go from there. Sorry, sometimes I don't know where the notes are. I just bought his $50 whiskey down the drain. I just called his mama and said he ain't man enough for me. It's funny how a guy with no humor ain't hilarious to me. 'Cause I swear one day it will come back to you. How are you feeling now, honey? How are you feeling now? Let's kiss, talk, drag his name. He thought I was insane. I'll show him insane. I'll kiss his friends and play his game. He said I was insane. Look who's insane. And then we had that. They say betrayal is a bitch, but so am I. But we could go. I pray. We could go into, you insane. I pray everything you do comes back to you. I could go right there. I pray everything you do comes back to you. Do we like? What do we think? Do we like that? Or do we just like show you insane into? I just feel like it needs a little something there. I don't know. All right, I'll do it one more time. You guys let me know what you're thinking. And then we can go into the next verse. There's so much condensation on this cup because it's cold. Oh, let's see. Come back to you works. I want to see you take a well-known chorus, change the words, and make it your own. That's a cool idea. That's a really cool idea. All right, let's go from the tippy top. I just poured his $50 whiskey down the drain. I just called his mama and said he ain't man enough for me. It's funny how a guy with no humor escaped. Said I was insane. Look who's insane. Look who's insane. I pray everything you do comes back to you. Comes back to you. And then we would have to go into the next. I pray everything you do comes back to you. I kind of like the one about like naming storms after people. That's why storms are named after people. I don't know where that could fit in. I just liked it. I liked the idea of it. DJ Nice. I'm sorry, I can barely. DJ Icy Beats. I can't read the inside, but I'll DM you. Let's work. Sounds good. Oh, thank you. So, all right. So we actually do have one lyric for the second verse. We have, it's funny how a guy had a fresh peach pie and picked a stale one over me. It's funny. It's funny how a guy had a fresh peach pie and he's gonna pick it or he's gonna eat it. What are we doing? It's funny how a guy had a fresh peach. It's funny how a guy had a fresh peach pie and ate a stale one of me. Do we like picked or ate? Peach pies are delicious. Yeah. I was the fresh peach pie. And he picked a stale one. Although probably stale peach pies are pretty tasty too. We like picked. Pray you feel the way I do. Oh, that's a good one too. I pray you feel the way I do. Yum, I need some peach pie now. I just feel like that's such a cute line. It's funny how a guy had a fresh peach pie. No, he didn't have. Yeah, it's funny how a guy had a fresh peach pie and picked a stale one over me. So yeah, the pun is that I'm the peach pie. So we're doing verse 2, Natalie. It's funny how a guy had a fresh peach pie and picked a stale one over me. It's funny how a guy had a fresh peach pie and ate a stale one over me. Okay, we like picked. And okay, so now we need the two I just lines. So I just, and then we got it's funny how a guy with no humor is hilarious to me, because we have it's funny how a guy had a fresh peach pie and picked a stale one over me. Does that make sense? Is there a better way to say that? It's funny how a guy had a fresh peach pie and picked a stale one over me. Like the over me. Like, I don't know if, and picked a stale one. And picked a stale one instead of me. Instead is to, picked a stale one instead of me. You know what I mean? So the things we already did, I just poured his $50 whiskey down the drain. I just called his mama and said he isn't man enough for me. So we need two more I just lines. I just slashed his tires. I just slashed his tires. So I just poured his $50 whiskey down the drain. I just I just poured his $50 whiskey down the drain. I just called his mama, said he ain't man enough for me. Um, want just play sassy? Yeah, it needs to be sassy. These are definitely sassy lines. These are the revenge lines. Um, um, we already talking about. Um, I just I just poured his $50 whiskey down the drain. I just called his mama and said he ain't man enough for me. I just I just slashed his tires. I just I just slashed his tires of his F-150. Do we like that? I just slashed his tires. Sass mode engaged. Beep boop beep beep boop boop. I just slashed. What are you souped up? Souped up. I just slashed his tires of his soup. Too many words. I just poured his $50 whiskey down the drain. I just slashed his tires of a souped up F-150. What's another truck besides an F-150? F-150 is like um the main one of his Ram. I don't know. I need a popular one. I just I just left him with his things. Yeah. I feel like we need to destroy his things though. Like I just huh, burned his house down. Destroy. Um I just burned his house down. I just burned his house down in God's name. We're getting dark. I just burned his house down and watched it. This is so aggressive. I just burned his house down and watched it crumple up in flames. Like we're the villain. We need to be the villain right now. I just destroyed his car. I just slashed his tires, destroyed his F-150. I just left his house burning. All right, let's just put this down. Let's see. I just slashed his tires, destroyed his F-150. Carolyn, stop burning houses down. I just slashed his tires, destroyed. I can't right now. I'm the villain right now. Destroyed his F-150. I just slashed his tires, destroyed his F-150. I just burned his house down. Ooh. Saved some of that $50 bourbon and doused his house with it. Ooh. Let's see how we can figure out how to make that work. I like that idea. Because that's his favorite, right? Gotta burn his house down with like his favorite stuff. Okay. You would think I was like this sassy girl. Go up in flames. Yes, go up in flames. I just watched his house go up in flames. Okay. Yes, here we go. We gotta go back. Um, I saved some of that $50 whiskey, doused his house, watched his house. Okay, so I just so maybe I saved. I just I saved some of his whiskey. Okay, we have to try to fit it in the frame. I saved some of that $50 bourbon and doused his house with it. That 50, I'm writing these down. Whiskey. Saved. So we maybe if we take out 50 and we'd say, I saved, I saved some of that whiskey and lit and watched his house go up in flames. But we need to, I feel like we need the action of dowsing. How are we going to get that? You threw a bottle of whiskey into his house and set it afire. So a whole bottle. You threw a bottle of, oh, so it could be a, maybe we could throw bourbon because we're saying in the beginning we were saying we poured his $50 whiskey down the drain. I just took his bourbon and threw it into his house and set it on fire. um, I hate it when good lines don't fit. I saved his expensive and whiskey and lit it up in flames. Go up in. I like go up in flames. So we need go up in flames, and we need. And then he sued me for property damage and. um. Yeah, that's not what the song is about. We didn't get there yet. We're in the pros. We're just doing the damage first. Um, I just um go up in flames. I see. So do we still like this? I slashed his tires and destroyed his F-150. Um, I just um, it's funny how a guy had a fresh peach pie and picked a stale one over me. Um, I just watched his tell. Where did I write that down? I saved some of that whiskey and doused his house with it. So we're gonna change whiskey to bourbon this time, I think. I got distracted and I didn't even know where I wrote something. He sued me for property damage and won. I kind of love that. Oh, this is what I you you threw a bottle of whiskey into his house and set it afire. And then we're gonna use I just threw I just threw I just threw a bottle. I just threw a bottle into his I just threw a bottle in his house and watched it go up in flame. We're getting closer. I just threw his bottle. His bottle. I just threw his bottle. I just threw his bottle. I just threw his. bottle of whiskey into his house and set it afire. I just threw a bottle of whiskey into his house and set it afire. That kind of works. I just threw his bottle of Do we want bourbon or whiskey? Are we doing whiskey again? Is he a guy who drinks the same thing? I just threw his bottle of bourbon into his house and set it afire. I just threw his bottle of bourbon into his house and set it afire. I just threw his bottle of bourbon into his house and set it afire. I just slashed his. Are we gonna slash his tires? I just threw a whole. Oh, I'm scrolling. He's gonna sue that bootay. Let me set that house afire with a bourbon blaze. Oh my god. Maybe that's the title of the song, A Bourbon Blaze. I just threw his bottle or his or I just threw a bottle of bourbon into his house and set it afire. I just slashed his tires. I liked up of I just threw his I just threw a bottle through his window and chased it with a flame. That's cool too. I feel it's overused with the F-150 line. Okay, so we don't like the F-150. Anybody else know any other trucks? So we have. I just threw a bottle of bourbon into his house and set it afire. Sweet Becky, love it. I just slashed. Are we slashing tires? I don't know. So now we threw the bottle into his house and it's on fire, and now we have to leave the house because we don't want to die in the fire, right? So on our way out, what are we gonna do? And we had the fresh peach pie line too. I just threw a bottle of bourbon into his house and set it afire. I just slashed all his tires. And can't say what I'm thinking. I can't say. I just threw a bottle of bourbon into his house and set it afire. Excuse me. I just threw a bottle of bourbon into his house and set it afire. I just slashed his tire. I just threw a bottle of bourbon into his house and set it afire. Ooh, and set it afire. I just watched it go up in flames. We could just say, we could keep the same thing that we're doing. I just threw a bottle of bourbon into his house and set it afire. I just watched it go. I just poured. I just threw a bottle of. I just threw a bottle of bourbon into his house and set it afire. I just watched it go up in flames. And hocked a loogie on his burger. Oh my god. I just smashed his windshield. I threw a bullet bourbon back on him and set it afire. And then we have that funny that it's funny how a guy picked the fresh peach pie line. So we got, maybe if we do like leave a little space where the fresh peach pie line is going, or the one we need to fill in. So we have, I just threw a bottle of bourbon into his house and set it afire. It's funny how a guy with a fresh peach pie picked a stale one over me. So I just threw a bottle of bourbon into his house and set it afire. I just threw a bottle of bourbon into his house and set it afire. I just drove away. Ugh. I don't know if we want to like slash his tires or do something like that, or if we want to kind of go into like, it's funny how a guy had a fresh peach pie and picked a stale one over me. I just threw a bottle of bourbon into his house and set it afire. I just smashed his windshield. Unless we say something about an oven, because then we talk about a peach pie. I don't know why I think that's going to work in my brain. I just threw a bottle of bourbon into his house and set it afire. Watched it cook. Watched it cook like an oven. Watched it. Watched it burn like. Watched it burn like something that's overcooking in an oven. Leave my tires alone. I just threw a bottle of bourbon into his house and set it afire. I just watched it cook. I just watched it burn. I don't know. Slashed his tires, cut his brakes, and put sugar in his tank. Ooh, I love that, Carol. I just threw a bottle of bourbon into his house and set it afire. Slashed his tires, or maybe cut his brakes. I just threw a bottle of bourbon into his house and set it afire. Cut his brakes, slashed his tires, put put sugar in his tank. Cut his brakes. I love, because then we could just not just say cut his brakes. Cut his brakes. Sorry, Triple H. Watched it bake like a sweet peach pie. Ooh, that's cute too. Ah, too many ideas now. I just threw a bottle of bourbon into his house and set it afire. I watched it cook. I watched it cook. I watched it bake like a sweet peach pie. And then it's funny how a guy with a fresh peach pie picked a stale one over me. I just threw a bottle of bourbon into his house and set it on fire. Cut his brakes. Slashed his tires. Oops, there's sugar in his tank. Should we say oops before it? Like it was an accident? Like, oops, I just had like a pound of Domino sugar in your tank? In his tank. I don't know if there's going to be enough words for this, but let's try this. I just threw a bottle of bourbon into his house and set it afire. Cut his brakes, slashed his tires. Oops, there's sugar in his tank. Cut his brakes, slash his tire. Maybe we're going to just slash one time. Cut his brake, slash his tire. Instead of slash his tire. We're just changing up the little melody there. So let's go. Let's try it. I just threw a bottle of bourbon into his house and set it afire. Cut his brakes, slash his tire. Oops, now the sugar in his tanks. Oops, there's sugar. Or there's. I just threw a bottle of bourbon into his house and set it afire. Cut his brakes, slash his tires. Oops, there's sugar in his tank. Oops, there's. Cut his brakes is really aggressive. Yeah, it's really aggressive. I like it though. You know, you only get to be a villain once in a while, and we're going to do it in this song, not in real life. This song is for all the ladies and gentlemen who want to do these things to someone and you don't. Instead, you vicariously live through this song and you do the right thing. But until then, oops, there's sugar in his tank. Unless we start. I just threw a bottle of bourbon into his house and set it afire. Slash his tire, cut his brakes. Oops, there's sugar in his tank. Or do we like cut his brakes first? So, I just threw a bottle of bourbon into his house and set it afire. Cut his brakes, slash his tires. Oops, there's sugar in his tank. And then it's funny how a guy with a fresh peach pie picked a stale one over me. And then what was your line, Triple H? It was like, now I'm going to sue you for property damage. Yeah. All right. Let's go from the top and see what we got. I just poured his $50 whiskey down the drain. I just called his mama and said he ain't man enough for me. It's funny how a guy with no humor is hilarious to me. They say, oh. Oops, sorry guys, I forgot. Let me retry it. Retrying it all. Here we go. I just poured his $50 whiskey down the drain. I just called his mama, said he ain't man enough for me. It's funny how a guy with no humor is hilarious to me. 'Cause I swear one day it will come back to you. How are you feeling now, honey? How are you feeling now? Let's key his car, drag his name. He called me insane, so I'll show him insane. I'll kiss his friends and play his games. He said I was insane. Now look who's insane. I pray everything you do comes back to I didn't play it right. I just threw a bottle of bourbon into his house and set the fire. Cut his brakes, slashed his tires. Oops, there's sugar in his tank. It's funny how a guy with a fresh peach pie makes still one of me. And then we need one more line there. But I'm wondering if, because now I'm changing, I changed the line there. Cut his brakes, slashed his tire. Oops, there's sugar in his tank. There's sugar in his. All I hear in my head is Triple H going, property damage. He will realize what he had when it's too late. Yes, I like that line too. I just threw a bottle of bourbon, or I threw a maybe we don't have to say just there. I threw a bottle of bourbon into his house and set it afire. I cut his brakes, slashed tires. Oops, there's sugar in his tank. It's funny how a guy had a fresh peach pie. I don't know if that fresh peach pie line goes now. Let's vote on the fresh peach pie line. Thank you so much, LB Michaels, for buying a badge. So I threw a bottle of whiskey. I threw a bottle of bourbon into his house and set it fire. I cut his brakes, slashed his tire. Oops, there's sugar in his tank. It's funny how a guy had a fresh peach pie and still one over me. Popo's coming for you. I threw a bottle of bourbon into his house and set it afire. I cut his brakes, slashed his tires. Oops, there's sugar in his tank. I feel like that almost. I cut his brakes, slashed his tires. Oops, there's sugar in his tank. It's so funny. Unless I say it's so funny this time, it could be cuter. It's so funny how a guy. It's so funny. It's so funny how a guy who had a fresh peach pie. Nope. It's so. I don't know. Let's try it. I threw a bottle of bourbon into his house and set it afire. Cut his brakes, slashed his tires. Oops, there's sugar in his tank. It's so funny how a guy had a fresh peach pie picked a stale one on me. There's something that's like not exactly fitting right, and I'm feeling. I don't know. It might be the peach pie line, even though I really like it. It's so funny. Let me play this from the top. We're going to jail. This is the going to jail song. Okay. Ooh, that was wrong. I just poured his $50 whiskey down the drain. I just called his mama and said he ain't man enough for me. It's funny how a guy with no humor is hilarious to me. 'Cause I swear one day he will come back to you. How are you feeling now, honey? How are you feeling now? Let's key his car, drag his name. He thought I was insane. I'll show him insane. I'll kiss his friends and play his games. He said I was insane. Now look who's insane. I pray everything you do comes back to you. Here's some Southern hospitality for you. Ooh, kind of like that. It's 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 funny how a guy had a fresh peach pie, big the stale one over me. That's some Southern hospitality for you. You like that? Let me know. I threw a bottle of bourbon into his house and said goodbye. I cut his brakes, slashed his tire, pulled down the sugar in his tanks. It's funny how a guy had a fresh peach pie, picked the stale one over me. That's some Southern hospitality for you. Don't drop the soap. Optional title. Yeah. Um, I threw a bottle of bourbon into his house and set it afire. I cut his brakes, slashed his tires, and now and I cut his brakes. That's not Southern hospitality. I know. I'm saying it like sarcastically. If it doesn't read right, then I don't want to use it. But it's funny how a guy had a fresh peach pie, picked a stale one over me. That's some Southern hospitality for you. So that would be sarcastic. If it doesn't read right, sarcastic, then I wouldn't want to use it because I don't want to. I like my Southern people. Okay. All right. Let me do it and see if it reads right or not. I threw a bottle of bourbon into his house and set the fire. Cut his brakes, slashed his tires, puts their sugar in his tank. It's funny how a guy picked a fresh meat. It's funny. Sorry, that line is such a tongue twister. I threw a bottle of bourbon into his house and then set it afire. I cut his brakes, slashed his tires, puts their sugar in his tank. It's funny how a guy had a fresh peach pie, picked a stale one over me. That's some southern hospitality for you. I wanted to say ha before then. I don't know. Let me go from the top. I just poured his $50 whiskey down the drain. I just called the farmer and said he ain't man enough for me. It's funny how a guy with no humor is hilarious to me. I pray everything you do comes back to you. How are you feeling now, honey? How are you feeling now? Let's kiss, talk, drag his name. He thought I was insane. I'll show him insane. I'll kiss his friends and play his games. He said I was insane. Now look who's insane. Everything you do comes back to you. Oh, I messed up the words. I threw a bottle of bourbon into his house and set it afire. I cut his brakes, slashed his tires, puts their sugar in his tank. It's funny how a guy had a fresh peach pie, picked a stale one over me. That's some Southern hospitality for you. Here's some Southern hospitality. Here. That's some Southern hospitality for you. I don't know. But I think that's where where we're going to end for the night. And that's where we're going to end for the night. Because I don't know. At least we pretty much almost got through all of verse 2. And then we'll probably do the bridge next week and like clean up the rest of it, see if we like everything. And yeah, I think that's good though. I really liked some of the lyrics you guys were commenting and sending in. And some of them were hilarious. Triple H specifically was sending in some really funny ones. But we will visit this again next week, next Tuesday, 8 p.m. EST. I'd love to see you all again. OGs, you made me super happy for joining. I was so happy. But anyway, guys, I'm going to sign off. Oh, Carol says 2 weeks. Awesome. I love doing this. You rock. Yeah, Carol, we do this every week, Tuesdays, 8 p.m. EST. Yeah, I really enjoyed that you came on again because you were here the first week we were doing the song. It's a banger. Yay. It's Triple H approved, y'all. Hi, Kelly. Yeah, I'm excited about it. It's just like finessing those little in-between lines and then deciding whether we want to change the melody of that verse and then a bridge. And then I think we're done with it. I think we have like 1 or 2 more sessions on it. I'm excited. Bye. See you next Tuesday, 8 p.m. EST. Bye, guys.